Okay, it's recording. Hello everyone and welcome to my next video today. In today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I've been really wanting to do this like forever, you guys. I remember on Instagram I asked you guys if you were interested in this kind of topic and discussion, and I got a lot of feedback and a lot of people said that yes, they do want to see this kind of video, so I'm going to give it to you. Also, I will do a video about my hair next week. I know I keep on saying that, but there's just a lot of content that I want to get through during quarantine. So I'm going to just take advantage of that and kind of spread out my content, because I'm going to come at you guys with lots and lots of brand new videos that I really haven't done before, such as this one. So in today's video, I am going to discuss about the truth of mixed race girls, seeing that I am a mixed race girl and that I have gone through a lot of experiences being mixed race. And also, excuse my background, it's kind of messy. I've been studying and just doing my makeup and whatever. It's just like, wow. Okay, let's get straight into this video. But before you do, why don't you like, comment and subscribe to my channel and to this video? And why don't you follow me on Instagram at CJParsh and all that jazz? I like to get that out of the way so we can continue into the main video. I do have some notes over here that I am going to kind of touch on and stuff. I was doing some research and I came across this website that basically said like 7 things, ridiculous things that you shouldn't say to a mixed race person, and I found it so interesting. So I'm going to tell you guys kind of what they've been saying and everything, and I'm going to tell you whether I agree on it or whether I disagree on it, because some of the things that they do say are just a little bit too politically correct and rather ridiculous themselves, and I don't agree with them. So I'm going to touch on that one, and then afterwards I'm going to touch on my own experiences and the experiences of my friends and my family who are all mixed race, and I'm going to tell you guys what we go through because I think it's important for everyone to know that. I'm going to introduce myself. I am Candy Parsh and I am 21 years of age and I am mixed race. I'm not going to go through like my ethnicity. I'm going to leave that till another video. I do want to tell you guys a little bit more about me and everything. So I feel like this video is a really good starting place. And since I'm mixed race, I have gone through like the majority of these things, you guys, like pretty much all of them. And there's tons more things that I do want to say, but I just don't think I will be able to like fit it into this whole video. And also I think it would be such a good idea to like do a series, and I think I'm going to call it like the Mixed Monday series. I know this is out on a Sunday, but I think I'm going to start doing like a Mixed Mondays, like like a little bit of alliteration, like MM, and that's going to be discussing all things mixed race and ethnicity and all that stuff. Basically race issues, because I do love those intellectually stimulating conversations. I'm going to be reading out some of the points that I found on this website that I really do think are a little bit ridiculous, and I don't know why they think it's a problem for others to say this, but some of them are actually problematic, and you're going to just learn what mixed race people / mixed race girls go through on a daily basis, you guys. It's quite annoying, I'm not going to lie. So the first one is, what are you? I get this question a lot, you guys. I don't really like it when people say what are you. It's kind of rude. I can see why that's a problem. What are you is sort of implying that I'm an alien from out of space and that I'm not human. I don't really see why people need to kind of say what are you. Maybe say where are you from, where are your parents from, stuff like that, and then I will happily tell you. But just avoid using what are you, because I do see why it's a problem. I wouldn't go up to someone and be like, what are you? Oh my gosh, like you're some alien from freaking outer space. No, you just tell them politely, where are you from? Simple. The second ridiculous thing not to say to mixed race people is that's hot or that's cool. So for instance, if I was to say to you guys, I'm from this place, and then you reply to me, that's so hot or that's so cool. This website thinks that that's a major problem, and I don't think that's a problem, you guys. If I'm like telling you I'm part Indian and part, I don't know, Australasian, I'm part Dominican or whatever, I would think that's so cool myself. Like, I don't think that's ridiculous. Again, this is too politically correct. How are we complaining about a compliment, you guys? And if I was talking to a person who was from all these exotic places, I would also say, like, that's amazing, that's so hot, that's so cool. It's just, I don't know, people need to stop being nitpicky. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. This website also thinks it's ridiculous to say everyone should be more like you, blah blah blah. That's okay. If a person told me everyone should be more like you, Candace, that's such a compliment in itself. I don't see what the problem is. I am mixed race. I do find it's definitely like a progressive thing to be mixed race, because there's been a lot of sort of race wars over the centuries. There's this thing called the mixed race effect, where it sort of dampens down racism, and I do find it's a blessing to be mixed race, and I wouldn't be any other race. I would 100% always want to be mixed race. This website also said if a person says, I saw something in you, that's ridiculous. So for example, if a person was to say, oh yes, oh my gosh, I saw some Jamaican in you, that's a problem. Okay, I get where they're coming from, but if I was to, like, I say that to other people who aren't mixed race, it doesn't mean like I'm a racist. Like, okay. Let's just move on to the next one. That's stupid. That's so stupid. Oh my gosh, you guys. This next one is actually the worst. It's when a person says, you don't really count your African side, do you? Oh, Lord help us all. Like, okay, you guys, that is a horrible thing to say to anyone. Like, to anyone. When this applies to a mixed race person, it's just as bad, you guys. Because some of us, like me, we have so many mixtures within ourselves that if a person was to say, you don't really acknowledge your white side, you're not really, like, white, are you? Like, I think that is so rude. I embrace both sides, and if other mixed race people don't embrace both sides, then they have an identity crisis, in my opinion. The last thing that this website was complaining about was the fact that if a person says to you, I can't tell that you're part Chinese. Okay, I do see the problem in that, but there are some people where you can't tell that they're from that certain place. I say that a lot, you guys. I remember that there was this girl, she was like your whitest chick ever. She had blonde hair and blue eyes and everything. Gorgeous, gorgeous gal. And then she told me, she was like, Candace, I'm mixed race too. And I said, oh, really? Like, tell me where you're from. She said that she was quarter Indian, you guys. And this is like the whitest girl in the world. I just thought she was, I don't know, English. This girl was like quarter Indian. And I said to her, oh my gosh, I can't tell that you're quarter Indian. That's absolutely amazing. And you know, that taught me a lesson, because it made me learn that not all mixed race people look like what you think they would look like. They can look completely different to your expectations. So that is it from that website. Some of the points were valid, some of them were like stupid. I don't agree with them. It was literally being very politically correct. Like, yeah, I'm just going to dodge that bullet, and I'm going to now tell you my own experiences with being a mixed race girl. So the thing that I really do want to touch on is the fetishization. I hate that word. It's like a tongue twister. And fetishization of mixed race girls, or like mixed race people really, and mixed race babies. But I'm going to leave that to another series, another episode of a series, I mean. So I am going to just focus on the mixed race girl plight. I see a lot of people like sexualizing mixed race girls a lot on Instagram, on social media, on TV and entertainment, music videos and everything. Like, mixed race people are beautiful, you guys. I have seen other mixed race people who are stunning, absolutely, woo, it's like, wow. They're basically eye candy, really. But also other races are very beautiful themselves. But then again, I noticed that like lots of rappers love using mixed race people a lot, you guys. Rappers really like it when girls are wearing skimpy things. So if you notice in a lot of rappers' music videos, who is the main girl? Who's the main girl? Even I know that. Let's not be politically correct. It's mixed race girls. It's light skinned girls.
Man, I feel like money is attracted to me. Oh, yeah? They come around like honey.
Yeah, she's mine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walk past like praise, rewind to see that as one more.
I'll take you to the moon, baby. I'll take you to the floor. I treat you like a real lady. No matter where you go. Just give me some time, baby. Cause you know I panic. Two girl and I'm ready for jump on it. True to my word, I'm ready for thump on it. Ready for run on it. Ready for dunk on it. Tag team in fire truck, we pump on it.
That's just what I've observed, you guys. And I was just like, this is very interesting. Like, I don't know. Is it because we're seen as exotic? Is it because we're seen as like rare, like some rare type of, I don't know, animal, or like rare type of beauties? Mixed race people do look a lot different from the average person, from like people from mono ethnicities. Because we're so mixed with different things, we are going to look very exotic and very rare. Touching onto the stuck up bit, you guys, oh my gosh, I hate it when people are just like, you think you're like too nice, you think you're better, oh that mixed race girl stuck up, this and that. It's just so stupid, you guys. I don't understand people's rationality when they make those comments, and it's especially people who like don't come and talk to me that say that kind of stuff. I remember in like high school, people used to say that kind of stuff, obviously like behind my back, and then I used to just find it out from other people, and I used to think like, those people don't even talk to me. Like, they don't even want to come and find out who I am, whether like I'm a nice person, whether I'm civil. Like, lots of people don't care about that. It's just that you're mixed race, that automatically you get the label that you're stuck up, that you're snooty, that you think you're better than everyone. It's like, give me a break. That does not apply to most of us, you guys. Just come and talk to us, and maybe you will change your mind, but some of the time they don't really want to. Or like most of the time, rather. The next one that got me thinking is kind of similar to the other ones from that website that I was talking to you about, and it is, what side do you identify with the most? Oh my gosh, I hate that question. It like puts me into a little bit of a mind spin, like confusion, because I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, what side do I identify with the most? I've got a skin color that is like bang in the middle. When my hair's not wet, it's straight. When my hair's wet, it's curly. I don't know, I speak like a white girl. And I'm like, some of my friends are black and the other half are white, and it's just like, what am I? But then I tell them like, both of my parents are mixed race. So therefore, I identify with mixed race people. And that's true. The majority of my family are mixed race. A lot of them are mixed race, like me. My family history is very interesting, if I do say so myself. I don't just come from like half black, half white. There's like a lot of mixture. It's kind of similar to like the people in Brazil, like the mulattoes from Brazil, or like the colored people from South Africa. Oh my gosh, I said colored. Someone kill me right now. In South Africa, lots of people call themselves colored. It isn't a racist word back there. My parents come from that region, and they call themselves colored. It's just the way it is, you guys. It isn't racist over there. So therefore, I do identify with just being mixed race. That's how I've grown up. I've always grown up in a mixed race household. Of course, I do have my white family and my black family, but all I've ever known is to mix with both, because I am mixed race. Right, the next one is on a very personal level, and that is, oh my gosh, my eye makeup. Lord have mercy. So like, people won't really ask me, where are your parents from? They'll just assume again that my parents are black and white. And then when I tell them, no, my parents aren't black and white, my parents are like me, they're just mixed race. And then do you know what they answer, you guys? They say, that means I'm black. Now, can you put two and two together? if both of your parents, if two of your parents are mixed race, does that make you black? No. Does that make you white? No. Does that make you maybe mixed race? Yes, it does. I literally just don't get some people's logic. Like, these are girls who are academically clever, you guys. But when it comes to common sense like this, or racial matters that are so simple, they cannot fathom it. They like struggle to find the middle ground on things. So then I told her, no, it means I'm mixed, not black. And she went, oh yeah, that's true, isn't it? Wow. Wow, Deborah with the A star. Yes, it is. That's the truth. I'm not going to offend people. Deborah doesn't even exist. I don't even know a Deborah, right? So it's just funny how people just don't understand that. And like, to break it down for her, because before that she was kind of struggling to get the idea that two mixed race parents equals a mixed race child. That means like, yeah, whatever. It's confusing me now. I said to her, because both of your parents are black, does that mean you're Asian? And she went to me, no. Okay, does that mean you're white? No. What does that mean? It means I'm black. Therefore, if there's two mixed race parents, that means I'm mixed too. It doesn't mean I'm anything else. Yeah, that one annoys me to the core. It really does. It really does. It's kind of like, use your common sense. Like, use your mathematical sense. Again, I do feel like people, when it comes to race and mixed race people, they like to just think of it as half and half. Like, I don't even know whether I'm half black or half white. I actually don't know. I'm going to have to go back into my history to see who was the first black person and who was the first white person in my family. Because again, they've married other mixed race people and it's just, yeah, it's just entangled. Not everything's 50-50. Newsflash. Right, these are the two final ones that I'm going to touch on, and these are the ones that annoy me the most. So it is when people have this stereotype of how mixed race girls, or mixed race guys in fact, or actually more mixed race girls, are hoes. Yes, H to the O to the E-S, hoes. No, baby girl, not all of us are hoes. No, I don't know why people like to be so derogatory towards mixed race people. Again, it comes into my first point about the fetishization of mixed race girls. It's like we're readily available. Some of us have dignity. Some of us respect ourselves. Would you want your race to be considered as hoes? Hose is a derogatory term in itself, you guys. It isn't talking about sexual liberation or anything like that, or like free the nipple, or I can do what I want with my body. No, it doesn't. The people who invented the word hose meant it as something to be ashamed of. And a lot of people then say that mixed race girls are hoes. Like, we're just a bunch of whores sleeping around with everyone. No, darling. Like, no, we're not. We're really not. Obviously, there are some mixed race people who love to sleep around. I've met a lot. Then the other half of us don't do that. Like, we still have dignity. So the last one, you guys, the last one. I saved the best for last, didn't I? The last one is when people call us lighties. Yes, you heard it, lighties. Oh my goodness. So I've got a little bit of a sort of opinion or perspective about this. I need to make myself comfortable. So I've been called a lightie quite a few times in my life, I'm not going to lie. Again, it just depends on what like demographic area that you're in, because if you're in a certain place, you guys know what I mean, I hope.
I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta-ta.
You will get people calling you lightie, like, oi lightie, or something like that. I don't know why, I'm never going to do that voice again. And sometimes you just don't know what to respond to, because it's like, Lighty's not my name. My name's Candy. And maybe if you had some decency in your heart and your mind, you would come up to me respectfully and you would say, what's your name? I tell you my name. Then you address me by my God-given name, the one that my parents gave me, instead of calling me a Lighty.
You said my name wrong.
Shawnees. Okay,
Yeah, that's right.
You're actually such a little cesspot.
No, but the thing is...
And I love it.
No, but listen,
I actually love
right?
it. Yeah, I know.
I
It's
don't
not
think
Shawnees.
anyone understands how stressful it is for me when people say my name wrong.
Really?
It's Shawnees.
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 I mean, I know this. I don't know why.
Like, when someone calls you a Lighty, you know that they're talking to you, especially if there's like no one who is mixed race like you around. And yeah, I just don't like the word Lighty. Like, I know that I'm light-skinned to you, but then to other people, I'm a dark-skinned girl. I'm not really a Lighty. Like, black girls out there, like, tell me something. Like, would you like it if someone called you a darkie? No, I don't think you would. It's a fact that you're dark-skinned, yes. It's a fact to them I'm light-skinned, yes. But darkie and lighty sounds horrible. Sounds absolutely awful. It's like borderline racism. And to them, they think it's a compliment, especially guys. Them is mainly guys who say this to me. To the guys, they want to like give me a compliment, call me a Lighty, acknowledge that I'm light-skinned. Amazing. What the, like, that's the greatest prize in the world. Why do we have to address people by their skin colours? I would be absolutely offended. I see it all the time on social media, especially like Georgia Smith and everything. People calling her Lighty, Lighty, Lighty. And I'm like, oh. Why can't they judge her by her music talents? In fact, they can also judge her by her beauty because she's an absolutely beautiful girl. But her skin colour? Why can't you just call her mixed race? Not a Lighty. Yeah, like, do you know? It's just respectful. It shows that you can see through a person rather than the exterior, and it makes you a less shallow person. Honestly, I will respect someone who calls me by my name, who like acknowledges my merits rather than my exteriorness, like my skin color.
Well, I'm sorry, I've got to say something. Janet, your behavior this evening has been completely unacceptable. Carl, where I come from, manners count for a lot. I'm sorry I've got to say this, but I simply can't sit back and allow this rudeness to continue.
I don't know, that's just my opinion. But that is it for today's video. I kind of got you guys started on my mixed series, and I really do hope you like some of these points. I know some people won't agree with them, but it's like, okay, I don't really care. So like, tell me down below what you guys think and everything. This is just me being absolutely blunt and absolutely honest because I have to face this kind of ignorance on a day-to-day basis. And like my friends who also told me to mention some of these points have to go through it as well and everything. So yeah, that's it from me. I'm going to leave you guys, and definitely join me on my next videos during this week. I'm going to be uploading more and more during quarantine. Candace, it's quarantine. It's quarantine, not quarantine. Come on, fix that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And as always, why don't you like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Oh, and also follow me on Instagram at CJPash, where you can just know when my next video is going to come out. So I will see you guys later. Mwah. Bye.